Hello boys and girls, it is the 31st of December, almost hitting 2013, but not before YouTube decided to stealth bomb us with a variety of policy changes that will quite frankly demonetize half of the gaming community. So what do I mean? Okay, well let's go straight into this, because this is some messed up shit, and especially because there was no warning. There was no kind of like, hey guys, okay, this is what we're doing, this is what we're going to do, so get ready because you're about to be fucked. No. They stealthily went behind our backs like the little guy in Dark Souls and up the fucking rectum. That's what happened. Okay, but let's look at it, okay? So YouTube announces update monetization guidelines. The new analytics tool, let's just ignore that for a second, okay? Let's look at these new monetization guidelines. So the introduction is that YouTube always had this advertiser-friendly guidelines, and they didn't want anyone to go full-on swearing, full-on doing racist language, full-on, using profanities that could offend. So we've had rules in place, and we've always had, and that's normal, that's okay, we agree to that. But these are the new versions. So here we go, adult content. Video thumbnails containing adult links, bad language, and adult material will no longer be eligible for monetization. Now this is acceptable, this is how it should be, so there's no problem here, okay? Violence. Content showing dead bodies without context, game violence directed at real people, and videos showing an implied moment of death will not be eligible for ad revenue. YouTube will also demonetize acts that are created to intentionally shock and disgust within the context of violent acts. Okay, this is where it gets a bit dodgy. So, what this actually means is anyone who is a Call of Duty streamer or content creator, a GTA streamer or content creator, anyone who basically plays horror games, streams horror games, or any games that basically include violence, which is, to be honest, is a lot, you are possibly going to be demonetized entirely, okay? If you're a content creator that creates sketches, like action sketches, horror sketches, there's Rocket League, there's Tomska, right? Possibly these rules will apply to your channel, because at the end of the day, your content creates violence, right? And in some cases, they show dead bodies, okay? Not literal ways, but obviously they imply. So, yeah, this will actually fuck a lot of huge YouTubers and the small ones as well. Inappropriate language. Now, this is an interesting one again. YouTube says that all varieties of profanity will now be treated equally and will not be differentiated based on levels of severity. Now, what this actually means is, obviously before, if you selected that your content is not for kids, saying fuck once or twice in a video was not a big issue for YouTube. It wouldn't necessarily demonetize you. Of course, if you went on a rage like fuck, motherfuck this, motherfuck that, then yes, that would be a problem. However, now what it says, that it doesn't matter how severe the profanity is, it will be treated equally. So you can go on a fucking rage, right? You can say fuck 17 times in a sentence, or you can say once or twice in an entire video, and you will be again treated the same way. So you better not fucking use any swear language, you better not use any profanity, because you will be penalized once again. Now, is this something I agree with? No, it isn't. At the end of the day, we have a YouTube Kids section, specifically because kids should not be on the actual YouTube account. Now, if kids do get access to these sort of videos that they shouldn't, maybe YouTube should introduce a system where you need a credit card to prove that you're over a certain age limit. This is not the right way to go about this, in my opinion. Harmful or dangerous acts. So, dangerous acts or stunts featuring minors as participants or victims may not receive ad revenue. This is an important focus given the rise in child death as a result of participating in dangerous online challenges. Now again, this is very much acceptable, and yes, I agree with this. However, when you say dangerous acts or stunts featuring minors, now bear in mind a lot of minors who are like 16, 17, they are doing parkour videos, they are doing all these kind of, look at Mr. Beast, I know he's not a minor, but you understand what I'm saying. Will these rules apply to them? What about extreme sports? What about people who stream? Will they be affected? You know, so again, a lot of people are potentially going to be demonetized. And then we have obviously drug related content, which again is obvious, and I agree with this. Enabling dishonest behavior. YouTube says that pretending to be a retail store employee without the property owner's permission will now also trigger demonetization. Another aspect within this category is cheating in video games, with the use of hacking software in competitive esports now also are against the rules. Again, I completely agree with this and there's no problem here. How is YouTube going to make sure whether the property owner actually gave permission or not is again something I don't understand. If, let's say, a prankster actually does communicate with the property owners and they get the permission, will YouTube actually investigate this, or are they just gonna demonetize it anyway? YouTube was always known to be really bad when it comes to communication with their content creators, and this again seems like it's going to be one of those issues where YouTube is just throwing a bunch of shit at its content creators and quite frankly penalizing them where it's not necessary. Anyway, I'm gonna link this in the description and I think you should check it out if you're a content creator or if you are looking to be a content creator in the near future, because in my opinion a lot of people are going to be penalized for no apparent reason. But yeah, that was my little rant just before the New Year's about YouTube basically fucking us again, which they systematically have done in the past 5 to 6 years. Anywho, listen guys, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you did and subscribe to the channel for more awesome videos in the future. Thanks again and I'll see you in the next one.